This is lesson 11.1. First thing, if you haven't done it already, why don't you put this on pause and print out the formula sheet, the chapter 11 formula sheet. It's right there on the remote learning tile. Print it out. You're going to need it for chapter 11. Okay, let's get going on this. We're looking at circumference and arc length of a circle. First of all, a circumference is just the distance around the circle. That's all it is. It's the perimeter of the circle. Now, we have two formulas we could use. One of them right here, 2 times pi times r. That'll give you the circumference. Another formula is pi times d, pi times the diameter. That'll also give you the circumference. They're going to give you the same answer. Why? Why will they give you the same answer? Hopefully you said, yeah, 2 times the radius is equal to the diameter. So yeah, they're going to give you the same. Well, which one do we use? It depends on the information they give us. On this problem, they're giving us that the radius is 7. So here's our radius, here's 7 inches. Let's make that a little smaller. Here's the radius, 7 inches. You could call this the radius also. All of those are the radiuses. Okay, good. Let's go ahead and use the first one because they gave us the radius. We might as well use that formula. Here it is. 2 times pi times 7 inches. Now, I'm going to write our answer in two different ways. The first way is going to be called leaving pi in your answer. I'm just going to go 2 times 7, that's 14. 14 times pi, and then the units. There it is. Inches. It's only a distance. That's all it is. It's the distance around the circle. It's just inches. Equals, I can leave it like that. 14 pi, that's a great answer. 14 pi inches. I'm going to also multiply it out. I kind of like to usually multiply the answers out. So let's go ahead and do that right here. 14 times pi, there it is, 4398. Let's work with that. 4398 inches. There it is. That's the distance around that circle. Now, let's look at something else here. Let's move this one up. And now let's look at the arc length. This right here is an arc. It's part of the whole circumference. We're going to figure out this arc length. Notice it's the length from A to H. It's a curved length, but it's still just a length. Let's call it arc length AH. Now watch, I'm going to put an arc over it. That's the little symbol, arc AH. Now, first of all, look at that. It is part of the whole circle. Yeah, it's part of the circumference. It's part of the whole circumference. Would you say it's a fraction of the whole circumference? Yeah, I think I would. Here we go. The arc length is a fraction of the whole circumference. Now, what fraction is it? Notice here, what do I give you right in the middle? I give you there a central angle. They call that a central angle because it's at the center. Now, think about what fraction this arc right here, what fraction of the whole circumference is that arc? Well, think about it. It's a fraction. Well, it's gonna be, hopefully you're thinking, take the central angle, whatever it is, divide it by 360 and multiply it by the circumference. It's a fraction. In fact, this one's going to be 50 360ths. That's the fraction. 50 360ths of the whole circumference. Now, do we know the whole circumference? Well, the radius is 7 inches. And I think we just finished that problem. There it is. There it is. We do know the circumference. It is 4398. Now, what I'm going to do in my calculator, I'm going to divide 50 by 360. That's the first thing. Let's go do that. 50 divided by 360. Get an answer. I like 4 decimal places. 0.1388. Here we go. 0.1388. Okay. 1388 times 4398. Okay, let's get our answer here. Okay, take that and multiply it by 4398. Get our total answer. Let's call it 611. Okay, 611. Now, what's the units? It's just a distance, so it's just going to be inches in this problem. There it is. That's our arc length right there. We'll call it arc length AH with the little symbol. Boom, we're done with that. Okay, let's go over to number 2 here. And I'll tell you what, that'll be the end of part 1. Okay, go ahead and go click on part 2 of lesson 11.